Did discovery make you sad? Did discovery make you sad? Oh, me too. Me too. Me too. Mwah. It's okay. It's okay. The big bad Scopely won't get you. The big bad Scopely won't get you. Oh, you don't like when Daddy talks forcefully into the microphone? You don't? Oh, your face is adorable right now. We're on a mission so important, it takes a man and a baby to do it. Isn't that right? Yeah. We got to tell the people. I mean, I have to give my honest opinion of what has been this Discovery arc so far. Okay? Like, I really am not trying to be the critique guy. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or bad. It makes me frowny face too. Yeah, it does. I frowny face. Yeah, I guess you. It makes me sad too. Fancy intro music. Yeah! Woo! Had to give the baby to Mama because apparently she doesn't like when I use my voice to talk into the microphone, or like me, the Star Trek Discovery stuff just doesn't do it for you. And let me push out some of the good first. One, I love the fact that Scopely has compensated us for problems that have happened. I mean, it's something we fought for a long time. When there's an issue in the game, get compensated for it. And we have. Days that we've been not able to make complete events because of patch updates that went awry and little bugs and triples, as they like to say, got into the coding, whatever. They gave us that. And then they also extended the event store. But the truth is, the entire layout, the entire production line that is Discovery is basically a miss, in my opinion. And let me lay out as to why. So let me analogize this situation the best I can. It's like we had to go out and get a new car, something I'm very familiar with recently. We went and bought a brand new car, except it wasn't brand new. It's the same year model as the car that we just had, but wait, it's actually the exact same model. All we do is buy a new paint job. And I feel like that's what we're getting because while there are some new things to this event, it's basically the same thing over and over again. What are we doing to do the battle pass? We're hostile hunting. We're faction hunting. We're doing domination. There's not a freshness. You know, we talk about games being complicated. I know a lot of people have talked about Eve Echoes being complicated, or you'll talk about, Civilization 6 by Sid Meier's being complicated, which I love that series, or Total War. There's complicated games out there. But honestly, I don't necessarily think I'd call those complicated. I would say that those are deep games, and that there's a lot you can do, but once you get the basic down, you're able to trudge on through. But this is not a deep game. Star Trek Fleet Command is not deep. It's just complicated. It's a simple reskin of so many things we've already done, given right back to us, and there's no actual depth to it. Now, there are some good. Like I said, I have to pull out positives. New officers are very interesting. But let's talk about officers. Why do we have double officers of certain kind when there's an entire cast of Star Trek Discovery? And it's easy to say, hey, they've got time to add it, but they just got the IPs for every single series. So you're telling me we're going to do 2 at a time? Come on, who are we fooling? We know this game's not lasting forever. It's not a game that's going to last 10 years. How long do we have to wait? Just give us a fledged out event. Now let's pull up the news channel and talk about some of this. Discovery Part 1, the spatial anomalies, blah, blah, blah. Here's the battle pass. We see how long it lasts. Here's how the scoring works. And we knew that. And then we have a couple of other things like the phenomenons. But then, even then, the 45 minutes to then last for 7 to 10 minutes throughout a full day. So random pop in. Now we're forcing people to try to watch the screens, which we're not going to do, to fulfill something that actually is not very rewarding. One of the big issues is, one, a lot of these missions haven't worked, which is why they did compensation. Thank you, Scopely, for that. I do appreciate compensation when we're not able to fulfill some of these, because these weren't appearing for a lot of people. They'd actually have to force restart their game to get into it. But it's not just stuff like this. It's, say, let's get into the actual mission trees. Yeah, remember the whole point? Well, Some of you can't get into Mission Tree, some of you can, depends on how far on your battle pass you've gone. But if you go into your battle pass, you will see that there are keys that you get, just like we've done before. Remember that whole copy paste thing I mentioned? Yeah, well, it's a little bit of copy paste, but you've gotten some keys. Where are the keys? Here's a picture of 20 keys. There, I just wanted to pull a picture of the keys. There are level 40 players who are running into, say, a 4.5 million enterprise that they can't kill because they don't have a 4-star ship, but they're level 40. So the scaling in this is so, it's like Scopely has attempted to address everybody and they've hit the mark badly everywhere. Like they've tried to include lower level players, which I kind of appreciate. The Discovery, being a level 21 plus ship, opens it up. But then again, the Discovery is useless. It's a one-trick pony ship. It's meant to be a miner/warship. But this was pointed out to me in the last video. Let's pull up the ship itself. Come on. Let's take a trip down lag lane as we wait for the ship menu to load. This is real time, folks. You don't get this level of content anywhere else. Real time loading. There we go, finally. Now let's scroll to the Discovery. And I didn't even notice this the first time we go through. Obviously, you see I don't have a Discovery, but I have got a lot of people who already have sent me battle logs. It was funny. There was a bunch of devs on server 192 that had full-on Discoveries with full crews out and about just playing around on server 192. Yeah, it's like literally before the patch was even up and going, there was Discoveries with full crews running around. Packs weren't even out to buy the thing yet. But anyway, look at here. Accuracy, which, you know, what you would expect from an Explorer. The DPR is super, super low. And then the defense is dodge? That's interceptor. So it's not even kitted out as a normal, like, Explorer, even though it is an Explorer. And then its secondary ability is a mining, well, its officer ability or the ship ability is a mining ability. So it just like, you watch it and go, what's going on here? And then you get into the mining systems. The mine the mycelium to use a spore drive, which a spore drive that's limited to basically, let's hit our zoom button, a spore drive that's limited to basically this part of the map, like right in the middle here. You can't really take it very far. If you're not sitting in one of these systems, like if you're sitting up in Altania because you're level 37 and you're trying to, farm your Romulans, well, can't use Spore Drive up there. You're just SOL. You can't. So if you want to mine mycelium, you got to be down here to use it with your brand new USS Discovery. And that's why I'm getting so frustrated with these type of events. I love the idea of new content. I do. But I want it fleshed out. Like the officers that are added, there's 2 good officers. Sweet. There was 2 good officers last time. But why are we getting such a limited run? And then half of those officers, or sometimes all of those officers, are basically just kind of like randos that nobody's ever going to use. Like the pan crew. Who uses the self-hull breaching crew? A few handful of people? I know a few people tested it and tried to run it on D4s for the extra speed, and the speed boost was nice, but you dropped in DPR and just, I think you're getting an overall frustration where steps will be made in the right direction. A right direction step by Scopely was when they took swarms and lowered the requirements for high-level players to say, now you don't have to spend as much time. And then they combated that by saying, hey, here's an event where we actually need you to watch the daggum game all day long. It's just, why? It's overcomplicating something without providing depth. Like if there was a purpose for me to do this hardcore grind, and the battle pass is not a purpose. The battle pass is a reward for doing content. It's not a purpose. It's not a deeper strategy that if we dive through 1 month, we'll unlock this special thing that allows us to do something other people won't do. It doesn't actually provide that. Yes, you get the Discovery, but the Discovery's not that good of a ship. And if we had special events, at least with the Borg arc, you can say what you want about Borg Manas. At least there was specific Borg stuff. There's an entire system of Borg probes that then spawn special Borg traders that then allow you to get to special areas. Right now, it's just, we're going mycelium hunting so that we can take a baby ship that was good for nothing but mining mycelium and pop it around space a little bit. It's nothing. So my review so far is between the bugs, the mishaps, and the fact that we are getting so much copy pasta in this game. It's bad. There are good things about it, yes, but the good things about it were the same good things that we enjoyed 7 months ago. Again, you've got the whole Star Trek world in your hands. Make something of it. Anyway, that's all I got to say. If you make a baby cry over your content, what's it say about it? I want to know what you really think about it, though, everybody playing Star Trek Fleet Command right now. Put it in the comment section below. Live long and prosper. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys. Anybody who is having trouble with the game, like some of those higher levels who can't complete missions, or if you're a lower level player, whatever issue you're having, please forward it to me. I'll gladly forward it to the devs because, look, I do think that there are plenty of people at Scopely who want this thing to work and want it to be good. So I'm going to pass it on to those people. So help me help you. As always, love y'all. Live long and prosper. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys. And we'll catch you on the next copy-paste version of this video.
Avec Olico, etuce malo, ta oake esto pade ari, Yabosha, Yabosha, Yabosha.
An even better outro than the intro. Yeah!